from step 6 to step 5. And you breathe in relief, rest. You can rest on the middle landing. You no longer have to push yourself to incredible heights or deep depths. You no longer have to compare yourself to an image you made up of what you thought perfect to be. So you breathe in rest as you accept yourself as you are. And you go down to step 4. You go down to step 4. And you breathe in an awareness of your divinity as you let go of the body as your main driver. You breathe in an awareness of your eternal energy, and you release the idea that the body is running the show, for you are not a body. So you breathe in, and you step down to step 3, and you breathe in ease, and you release any desire to make it difficult. So you breathe in ease and simplicity, and you step down to step 2. And on step 2, you simply breathe in acceptance. I accept myself as the light of God. 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 And you breathe this in, you step down from step 2 to step 1. And you breathe in the energy of deservingness. I deserve all the healing and progress I desire. I deserve all the healing and progress I desire. I deserve all the healing and progress I desire. And you step down into the jacuzzi of light and love, the jacuzzi of healing and grace, the jacuzzi of transformation and infinite energy, and the jacuzzi of infinite embrace. And you breathe. And you feel the love washing upon you as you immerse yourself in this jacuzzi of light. You feel the tender grace and the blessed mercy falling down upon you, surrounding you, and healing you. And you breathe. As you breathe this tender mercy, this mercy embraces any regret that you have carried into this space. This mercy embraces any regret that you have carried into this space. This is the mercy of God, the compassion of God, the patience of God. Feel God's mercy, God's patience, and God's compassion, just embracing any regret you have brought into this space. And breathe in the healing of this moment right now. Breathe in the healing of this moment right now. As that which you regret is embraced by God. Breathe in the healing of this moment right now. As any regret you bring into this space is embraced by God. Any regret you feel is a regret God can heal in this space right now. Any regret that you feel is a regret God can heal right now. And breathe this in. And breathe this in. Feel the healing, tender mercy, compassion, and patience of God. You are eternal. God is eternal. So God has all the time in the world, for in the world of God there is no time for you to work through what you need to work through. So you need not be impatient with yourself. And we would offer you a technique that can support you in this radical forgiveness. This technique may seem radical. It is embracing your mistakes and the mistaken one who brought them. So we would then ask you to invite your mistaken ones into the jacuzzi of God's light. Whatever mistaken one or ones shall emerge, invite them into the well of God's love and light. It may be a mistaken one from last week, last month, last decade, your childhood. There may be several. It could be a mistaken one that you identified just before descending into love. For we observed the channel identifying a mistaken one just before the descent into love. So breathe. Breathe. And what mistaken ones are with you now? And what mistaken ones are with you now? Just breathe. And see the mistaken ones. Just breathe. And see the mistaken ones that have come to you for healing. And one of the mistaken ones comes forward. One of the mistaken ones comes forward. One of the mistaken ones comes forward. Send this mistaken one love and light. No need to question. Just allow yourself in the well of love to concentrate on this mistaken one and send this mistaken one love and light. Just send this mistaken one love and light. Send this mistaken one the grace, the patience, the compassion of God. Send this mistaken one the loving grace, the compassion, and the mercy of God. You are the channel for God's light. This mistaken one comes forward to receive. See the beauty and the innocence of this mistaken one. Wrap the mistaken one in love and grace. Wrap the mistaken one in God's love and grace. Wrap the mistaken one in God's love and grace. Just feel God's love, God's acceptance, God's grace flowing through you to the mistaken one. Feel God's love, God's light, God's grace flowing through you to the mistaken one. The mistaken one may have changed or morphed, and that's okay. Your first mistaken one may have received what was needed, and another mistaken one comes forward. Repeat this process with another mistaken one that has come forward. Allow God's love and grace and healing to embrace this mistaken one. Just breathe and allow God's light, God's mercy, God's wisdom, and God's grace to embrace the mistaken one. God's grace embraces all, and every aspect of this mistaken one. There may be another mistaken one that has been waiting. Allow this mistaken one to come forward and receive the light and love and glory of God. You are blessing them, the mistaken ones. You are blessing them, the mistaken ones. You are blessing them, the mistaken ones. Just breathe. Just as in your mythology, 3 wise men came to greet the baby Jesus with gifts. Perhaps you have 3 mistaken ones who come, each with a gift box. And the gift they offer in the box is what they have perceived as their sins, their mistakes. And you delight in receiving these mistakes. For it is the part of you that is God that takes these mistakes and surrenders them to God. This gift of their mistakes. You celebrate it as a gift as you surrender it to God. As you surrender it to God, as you let it go, as you let it go, you say, thank you for the gift of healing. Thank you for the gift of grace and growth. As you lift from these mistaken ones, the box filled with their mistakes, you celebrate the mistakes. You celebrate every aspect of the mistaken ones. And this difference in perception where mistakes are gifts, this shift enables more of God's light to embrace the mistaken ones. For the mistaken ones thought that this box full of mistakes made them ineligible for God's light. But you have lifted the box of their mistakes. You have celebrated and blessed these mistakes. You have returned these mistakes to God, and you celebrate and embrace the mistaken ones who are mistaken no more. You celebrate and embrace the mistaken ones who are mistaken no more. You celebrate and embrace the mistaken ones who are mistaken no more. And the mistaken ones receive another wave of healing and light and grace. The mistaken ones receive another layer of healing, light, and love and grace. And the mistaken ones are embraced, and you are embraced, and all is embraced in the light of God in the moment. So you take a moment to take in this healing. You take in a moment to take in a moment. You receive this healing. And you breathe. Thank you, God, for this mistake has led me to you. Thank you, God, for this mistake has led me to you. And you breathe. And you breathe. And you must see your mistaken ones dancing around, for they are mistaken no more. You might even see a scene from The Wizard of Oz where the Munchkins realize the witch is dead and they come out from hiding and they rejoice. For the mistaken ones are mistaken no more. Just as the Munchkins were oppressed no more. So you breathe in celebration, you breathe in relief.